I'm always gonna lift you up. I'm always gonna fill your cup. I'm always gonna be there for you. I'll always show support. I'll always open your door. I'll always make time for you. Always, always, always for you. I'll always make you laugh. I'll always check your math. I'll always look out for you. I'm always gonna take the heat. I'm always gonna save you a seat. I'm always gonna keep it real with you. Always, always, always for you. Always.
Where is the line between dreaming and feeling blue? It's 4 o'clock in the evening. I haven't left my room, but the truth is, if I'm honest, I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I
rồi. Cái bộ này là hình đấy. Đó thì cái bahari ai khai thả.
좀 가까이 가도 될까? 아이고. 안녕. 다음에 또 보자.